Oh, hi class. Welcome to One Love Cakes. Today we're going to be learning how to do a fun and simple cake that you can make with your friends, your parents, to surprise your classmates or your teacher, or just something fun to do after school. So let's get started. Alright, so basically just a few materials that you'll need. You don't have to have all these things to do this. You can use some stuff that you have at home and you can still make it happen. You'll definitely need some cake mix. If you have your own mix that your parents like to do or you like to do, you can do that. Or you can just buy a store-bought cake mix. You need 2 rounds, 8 inches, or something smaller or square, whatever you want. Today we're doing 2 rounds, 8 inches, and we want to make it 4 inches high, so we're going to use 2 inches. And then you'll need a serrated knife to cut the cake, an icing spatula, a rubber spatula for mixing the icing. We're going to have some red food coloring. This is a smoother to smooth out the buttercream. We'll have some scissors, a small rolling pin, brown fondant, green fondant, cornstarch, a leaf cutter, and here we have a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can use a Ziploc bag. You just put your frosting inside and you can just cut the edge, twist the back, and there you go. And if you do have a piping bag, you can use a round piping tip. And let's not forget our little surprise that we're gonna have on the inside. You'll need a cup filled with different sprinkles, and we're just gonna mix them all up so we can have a fun surprise in the middle. Let's get to it. All right, so first things first, I don't have a level hand, so I like to leave my cakes in the pan and then just follow the tip of the cake pan and cut. Boom. Now we have perfect 2-inch height. Then we do it again. Now some sugar to keep our cake nice and moist. This is sugar water. And once you're done doing that, you're gonna flip your cakes. Since we are gonna have a secret chamber, I wanna cut my cakes again. So it's 4 layers. So, not too shabby. And separate that. Yay! All right. And now let's do the next one. So now we have our 4 layers. And to be able to build our secret chamber, we're gonna cut out 2 circles in the middle. If you don't have a cutter like this to cut out the middle part, what you can do is get a piece of paper, cut out a circle, trace it, put it on top, and just trace it with a knife, and there you go. You'll have your 2 little secret chambers. All right. So we're gonna try to put as much as we can in here, because red is a very difficult color to get. And then we are going to mix it up and continue to add more if we aren't at our red that we want yet. All right, so now we're just gonna add a lot. And these you can buy at your store, at any grocery store. Food coloring, change the color of your frosting. And now we're back to mixing. So I say this is good enough to start stacking. So let's get started. So first things first, we're gonna add a little dab to create the stick. Carefully lift your first layer and stack. Actually, you know, I've decided to add another chamber. I think we could do it longer down. So that's what we're gonna do. And now we're gonna have to ice our layers. As you can see. Don't worry if it gets in the middle, so you can get your smaller spatula and just smooth it out. If you don't have a spatula like this, you can use a butter knife or a spoon. think we are ready for our second chamber. Now this is more difficult since it has a hole already. So very carefully lift it up and place it. It might break and it's okay because the buttercream will keep it all together. Once again, we're gonna frost. And let's get our chamber nice and smooth. Looking good. All right, now for our last chamber. Carefully, oh no. See, it broke, but that's okay because icing's gonna keep it all together. So don't worry. All right, back to frosting. Now, make sure you look at your cake to make sure any sides are not coming out and everything is all even. Let's do our chamber. A little smoothing out. And before we add our last cover up, we're gonna add our surprise sprinkles. So let's mix these up. We have a nice little mixture here. We got some bananas, some different colors. We even got some letter sprinkles. So fun. All right, ready? Yay! All the way to the top. All right. That's gonna be a good surprise. And last, our last piece. Press it down, make sure it's all even and smooth on the top. All right. Now make sure your cake is all level on the top. If you see one side is a little more lower than the other, try to add a little more buttercream to that side just so you can get it all even. Or leave it as it is. Apples aren't perfect. There we go. Now for the sides. Now putting buttercream with a spatula is not easy. It might look easy, but once you actually go and try it out, it's not as easy as it looks the first time you try it. So keep trying. With practice, you'll get better and better at it. All right, so now we've done a little crumb coat. I don't want to keep icing because we're gonna do some decorations, but you want to get your icing smoother and just go all around the cake to smooth in, lock in all the crumbs, get any excess out, and then put this in the fridge to chill for 10 to 15 minutes. All right, so in the meanwhile, while our cake is chilling, let's make some leaves and a stem for the top of our apple. So basically what you need is fondant. Either you can buy white fondant and color it green and color it brown, or you can buy pre-dyed fondant, however you like, or you can use frosting to make this. Fondant is just made out of marshmallow and powdered sugar. So if you have those ingredients in your house, you can make your own fondant. So basically what we're gonna do is we need cornstarch. We just sprinkle our surface with some cornstarch. And then we need our fondant so it gets nice and soft. Remember, fondant too is not good to keep out. So once you're done using your fondant, always put it back in a closed Ziploc bag or a baggie. So we're gonna place our fondant on our cornstarch. Make sure it has cornstarch. And we're just gonna roll it out so that we can cut out some leaves. Now we won't need too many, probably just 3. So we don't really need to roll it out too much. So this is a leaf cutter. You can get this at your nearest craft store. Or if you don't have a leaf cutter, you can just cut out a piece of paper in the shape of a leaf, place it on top and trace it out. But since I have this cutter, we're gonna use our cutter, and you just press, kind of shake so it, make sure you got it all cut. Pop it out, put it to the side. We're gonna do that again. Let's have 3 leaves, just for fun. And one more time. All right. Then we roll our fondant back up and put it in our Ziploc bag to the side. Now, to give the leaf some texture, if you have a veiner, which is one of these, it's a silicone mold of a vein to give the leaf some veins, you can easily just keep your piece down, place it on top and push down, and it will give you the veiny look of a leaf. Or if you don't have a veiner, you can easily just get a toothpick, run your toothpick through the middle and just brush it the sides, create your own veins, as you can see. And now it also has the same texture. So what I'm gonna do is use my veiner, push down, and voila. We have our 3 leaves. We're gonna set these aside to dry. And then now, with our toothpick, we are gonna just knead it and just roll out a little strip. Just a little strip here. And we're gonna get our toothpick and we're just gonna slightly insert it, as you can see. And you can just have fun with it. Make it however your apple stem should look like. Mine, I'm going to make it a little thicker on the top, a little thinner on the bottom. Give it a little edge here, and voila. Our stem is ready. So all these things, we're gonna put them on the side. We're gonna get the cake out of the fridge and start doing our piping on it, okay? All right, so now our cake is nice and chilled. As you can see, I put my finger and nothing comes out. So now we're gonna pipe it. What we're gonna do is be giving it like a fish scale look with our piping. So what you'll need is a piping bag. If you don't have a piping bag, you can easily just get a Ziploc bag. As I said earlier, put it inside. You cut the edge to give it that round tip and you just twist. And there you go, you have your own piping bag at home. But we're gonna be using our piping bag. So we're just gonna cut off the end and insert our piping tip. And then we are gonna fill it with our super duper red. And make sure never to cut too much. You can always cut more, but never cut too much, so you know, like this, how to cut more. All right, see, now our bag is ready for frosting. Fold your bag over your hands like a scoop. So now you can just put your frosting in. All right, our super duper red. All right, I think that should be good. Oops. Push everything as much down as you can and then give it a nice firm twist. Now what we're gonna start by doing is just little dots, a line of dots from the top to bottom. So we're just going to squeeze, squeeze, as you can see. Yep. And then with your spatula, we are going to either just go here and run it. So it creates a little, if you don't have one of these, you can easily just use a spoon and it'll have the same exact effect. See? All right. So let's get to it. So you're gonna do this all over the cake. So this could definitely be like now this is the tricky part because you're getting close to the edge. So you want to be very careful how you do this part. And to finish it off, don't do another one. Leave it like that and just do some circles just to mix it all in. Okay, done with the bottom. Let's get to the top with my red here. All right, so we are going to do the same thing all the way to the middle. And then we are going to go the opposite way now. Because I'm lefty, I want to. And just continue to go around in a pattern. Pretty good, not too shabby. Give it your own little pattern here. There you have it. Now let's add our stem and leaves. All right, so put my cake on a pretty little stand, which you guys can do too, or just on the table. Now we're gonna add our stem. Put it right in the middle. Just push down, and boom, there's your stem. And now we're gonna get our leaves that we made. Now we're just gonna add some leaves in there. Add our other leaf and a third one for fun. And lastly, to cover up our edges, give it a little extra touch, we are going to use our extra sprinkles, and we're just going to add them to the edge with our bananas and our sprinkles. And voila! We have a little fun, cute dessert for your friends, your teacher, your classmates. It's a celebration. Time to cut the cake. Yay! And a little surprise inside. Class dismissed.